Hello, lovers and aspirers. Can I get some more energy in here? I said hello, lovers and aspirers. Okay, welcome back, everybody. My name is Marceline, and I'll be welcoming you guys into this service. Just a quick show of hands to see who was here last week. Oh, yes, we love. Okay, quick one. Emilia, what did you get from service last week?
I got that even though we're all from diverse backgrounds, there's someone here for every single thing that we want to do. And all you have to do is just speak to everyone and find out.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much for the insight, Emilia. Now, I would go round, but we will be here all day. Now, so we are Lovers and Aspirers, a community-based church. We are one of 5 churches that started around London that is all part of one movement called the Nation Family, also known as Back Nation. Now, just some of the exploits for this week, for last week, if media team could help me. Limitless and The Choice hosted their first masterclass last week at a London City College. I mean, some pictures would be great, but I promise you guys I was there. I was like frontline. Oh, there you go. There you see Pac, Pez. Yeah, brilliant. I was there. It was amazing. I know some of you guys were also there as well. So, kudos to you guys. We're gonna do a quick social media drive. So everybody please pull up your phones. Your phones, guys. Thanks. Media team, if you could help me with a QR code. Great. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna be watching the followers go up. So if you guys could just scan that QR code for 2 seconds. And if you guys are not following The Choice, please do follow. I am live on the page, so I will be seeing you guys follow. Okay. Don't worry, I'll also be back to do this again at the end of service if you didn't get the chance to do so. So don't worry. Now, enough of the formalities. We're going to play a quick game. I know it's very cold, and I know we've had a very long day at work and school. But after this game, I promise we'll be fine. So we are going to turn to our neighbors and we're going to just find out a few facts about them. I'm going to pick on the crowd to have someone help me. Femi, if you could help me. I know your name already, but it's fine. I don't know much about him. Hi, so introduce yourself.
Wait, can y'all hear? All right. My name Femi. I'm from Atlanta. Welcome, Lovers and Aspirers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, enough. I'm supposed to be asking you questions. Okay, and what is your favorite thing to do?
Make money.
Okay, perfect. Now you see how easy that was. I found out that he's from Atlanta, all right, and he likes making money, right? So you guys have 30 seconds to also do the same. I'm gonna set the timer now. Hold on, bear with me. Okay, 30 seconds, starting from now. Go. Hi, Femi.
So, what's up?
No, you don't need to. Y'all gotta go around.
And I gotta start asking.
Yeah, you gotta start asking people.
With the mic too?
Yeah, you gotta
Cool,
pick
cool,
someone.
cool.
Pick someone. I'm American too, y'all. I'm from
What's
like
the interesting
Georgia.
fact about
I'm from
you?
Georgia.
I was born in
Hey.
Ireland.
Hey.
Okay, I'll mess with that.
Don't
What's the
worry,
interesting
guys.
I study politics,
Yeah.
economics, and psychology.
Oh my God. Hey. Hi. How are you?
fact? I make
Hey,
music.
Femi, I can't hear you though. I can't hear you though.
What's the interesting fact about you?
I got my black belt when I was 8 years old. My black belt in karate when I was 8 years old.
What's the interesting fact about you? What's the interesting fact about you?
Interesting fact about me. I'm not really sure. I couldn't tell you. I'm not really sure, man.
How tall you is?
About like 5'11".
And don't hold the top. Yeah, look.
What's the
Okay,
interesting
15
fact
more
about you?
seconds, guys. Yeah, I know.
I own a bakery.
10 more seconds,
I'm learning
guys.
IT right now.
Yeah. Okay. 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 So on my phone, yeah. So as a group. Okay, guys, let's wrap this up. Our 30 seconds is up. I know. We will have enough time. Femi, please stay with me. We will have enough time to get to know each other. Yeah. Woo! Thank you, guys. Let's please take our seats. Okay, I'm gonna pick on the crowd. I just want to know what you guys, because I know everybody was really getting into the nitty gritty. So, Michelle, what did you learn about the gentleman next to you?
So the gentleman next to me is called Calvis, and he comes from Latvia.
And now, Femi, who did you go to?
I learned that she has a. Oh, okay. I learned that this is Kimberly, Pastor Kimberly. And Pastor Kimberly runs a 6-figure mobile business.
Ooh, better clap.
Hair
it,
business,
T.
sorry, mobile hair business.
Yeah.
That has changed the industry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let them know. You gotta let them know. Okay, thank you so much. Now, before we wrap this game up, I know you're gonna miss us. Okay, we're gonna take a quick selfie. Okay, so if you need to put on your lip glosses now. If you need to put your waistline on, put your waistline on now. Okay, Femi, join me. Okay, are we ready? I want you to hold the camera there. Okay. You're gonna flip the camera. Yeah. It's a selfie. Ready? Okay, cool. Everybody say. Okay, ready? Everybody say cheese. I did. No, it's a selfie. I know it's a selfie, but I needed to get on the 0.5. It was instructions from social media, okay? I'm just doing what the leader's telling me to do. But thank you guys for including yourself in this game. And yes. And next up, we have a performance from Malik, so please do stay tuned. Thank you.
Yo.
When I was down bad, I didn't see
Yo.
you there. Now you're
Let me
out.
get some responses. I say yo.
Down bad, you didn't see you there. Now you say
Okay. Welcome to another KT Productions. Hope you enjoy, but if you don't, you know what to do. Go see a doctor, cause it ain't on me. It's on you, man. I'ma go my own way. Knew from young. I was in my own lane. Damn, I miss the old days. Stuck in my old ways. The soul and the mind. No pain, no gain. See, can you find? Only real eyes can read between the lines. Truth in the lies. Wasn't empty vessel, I had to pour on you wine. I'm the truth for your eyes. A test to divine. Tested by truth. Shining by time. Put out the mud. Held to the vine. Fake guys been following truth like a crime. They stuck in the mud, but surrounded by light. So when you reap, see, can you find them? A gem in the mind, but we trapped in the mind, even though the soul shines.
When I was down bad, I didn't see you there. Now you're always around. When I was down bad, you didn't seem to care. But now you say you down. Okay. That's what they all say. Okay. You do you. But I'ma go my own way.
I'ma go my own way. Grew up in a world where I had no say. Remember feeling no lame. Grew up in the wild. Couldn't fit in my shoes. Yours, I walk 100 miles. Shoes gave me life. Purpose gave me more days. Do more, speak less, speak less, speak less. Sacrifice it all, there weren't nothing left. Greatness is the goal, can never settle for less. Give it in my all, I'ma be amongst the best. Following the lead and not following our steps. I said, following the lead and not following our steps. I was in the trap, that's what I left it behind, man, I had to forget. Now I'm fighting for progress. Came from a hard place, I'm never stopping. That's where my heart is.
When I was down bad, I didn't see you there. Now you're always around. When I was down bad, you didn't seem to care. But now you say you down. Okay, okay. That's what they all say. Okay, okay. You do you. But
I'ma go my own way. Thank you, lovers and inspirers.
Let's go. That money season. Let's go. I told little bro to get off the stove. You'll make more if you put a real on a node. Over an M in crypto assets, got blockchain habits, we did the most. Just phone me if you need euros. Had a clean run since I bought my bureau. That's licenses, compliance, sit like final things in plural. Whoosh, you know how many losses we took. You can't read this thing in a book. I risked my life so the family's good. I saw a man pay 1.8 for a patent. Back then I would've just fainted.
Okay, good evening, lovers and inspirers. Come on, let's make some noise, please. Did you guys love that? I don't know about you guys, but I really love that video. And like they introduced initially, that's the choice. It's our youth club on what we're doing, and they're doing an absolute madness in schools. But let's get into the next section. So we have a bit of a Q&A trip down memory lane with a few of our members. And I think this section is really, really special. So I'm going to invite up Pastor Maddie. You stand to my left.
Hi,
You
everyone.
look gorgeous. And can I have Malachi? And just a bit of an introduction before we get into it. What we really specialize in is transformation, stories, and lives. If you just spread out a little bit for me. Okay, come. Okay, all come on this side. It's about transforming lives, and every single person in this room has a really powerful story. It literally just takes one conversation. If you turn to the person next to you, you'll find out where they've come from and how their life has changed. But I'm going to start off with the two people beside me now. And if you can start for me, Maddie, and tell me kind of where you're coming from, what your background was, what your life was meant to be.
Hi everyone, I'm Pastor Maddie. Just to give you a little brief on who I am, I'm 25 years old. I run a luxury health and wellness clinic in Knightsbridge, just by Harrods, where I lead a team of 15 women of all ages, all backgrounds, and we're currently opening a second location in Mayfair, which is a 2-story health and wellness haven with a private members club, and turning the company into a franchise. So, but a little bit of my backstory. I actually originally come from a place called Nottingham, which is in the East Midlands of England. It's a very small town. It's actually ranked the poorest city in the whole of the UK. And there is, quite frankly, nothing going on there. All my life was growing up, people around me was just smoking weed, partying, going out every weekend, taking drugs.
Can we get some photos on the...
This is me at 17 years old in Marbella. Yeah. I think there's a few more coming around Ayia Napa. Yeah, just doing crazy things. I was smoking weed from the age of 15 every day, not a one-time smoker. I actually went through a bit of a rough patch when I was a teenager. I was always around trouble. I ended up getting into a relationship with my drug dealer, who was one of the biggest drug dealers in Nottingham, and ended up in a really violent relationship where I was physically abused. I was thrown down the stairs. My life was at risk. a lot of the time. I was around a lot of bad people, a lot of older people. I was 17 at the time. He was 26, so I was messing around with people that I shouldn't have been around because of the environment that I was in. But after, yeah.
I was just going to just jump in there. So what changed for you? Because I really love those pictures because I can see the transformation just like in front of my eyes. What made that change happen for you?
Yeah. So describing what you've just heard, I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing now. Nobody makes it out of Nottingham. I know it's not maybe the council estates of London, but trust me, no, you don't know anyone from Nottingham. No one comes from there. And I had hit rock bottom at one point, and I decided that I wanted to change my life. I didn't want this anymore. It was actually, funnily, and I know it sounds really silly, but when I went to Marbella when I was 17, I saw people coming out with like these big bottles of champagne, and they didn't drink any of it. They just sprayed it all, and I was like, so what's happening to the money? Like, I didn't know that there was that money. So I saw that and I wanted to change my life, but I didn't have anyone to go to. I wanted to get into trading. This was in 2018. I cut off all my friends. I contacted a man called Elijah, Minister Elijah, who is part of the nation. And I contacted him because I wanted to get into trading. He brought me to London and brought me to service. All the way from Nottingham, by the way. I travelled just to come to a Sunday service. And from that moment on, it completely changed my life. The words resonated with me so much in my heart.
Round of applause, please.
And I was exposed to a new environment. The only thing that has changed me to who I am today is my environment and the people that I'm around and the people that I've purposely placed myself to be around. So being here has changed my life. 360.
I love it. Can we have a round of applause? Wow, and you can see the updated pictures on the screen as well. Incredible. Absolutely love it. And jumping over to Malachi. I'm so intrigued to hear your story, Malachi. Tell us a bit about what was your background, what was your experience growing up, what's that been like for you?
First of all, good evening, lovers and aspirers. My name is Malachi. My background, I grew up in Elephant and Castle, South London mainly, and yeah, here's we started too quick, but I grew up with my mum at first, like 5 years of my life. Then I moved with my dad, and my dad and my mum was not together at the time, so I lived in London for a bit. My God. But yes, as you can see through the videos, I was going down that route. I was getting in trouble a lot. I got kicked out of school in year 11, just before my GCSEs, and that's when everything really went left for me, because I started to do a lot of things, as you saw in the video, but I was getting in a lot of trouble until I got invited to the nation by Pastor Sam King. And
round of applause.
Some may not know, but he's my uncle, so he invited me to the nation. And I remember the first service I came, it was in Novotel, Greenwich. I came to the service with one of my friends at the time. And then we just kept coming services, came with 8 people at the time, so it was a lot of us used to come to services, the house, we was around a lot. But I think what transformed me at the time was the environment that I was in. As Pastor Maggie said, it was a very much different setting. I think this was probably my 3rd or 4th service when I met Pastor Toby, but it was the setting that was around was very different. Even the area, going to the houses and stuff like that, I didn't know there were certain houses like that. I didn't know there were certain areas like that. So it opened my mind a lot, and when I saw that kind of environment, I just said, nah, I have to leave this life. It's not, it wasn't for me.
Quick question, describe the environment you saw. What was it about the environment that was inspiring?
In terms of the unity with everybody, how everybody worked together, how everyone was even treated each other. I think you saw no toxic, like it was something that you didn't see a lot. And even growing up in South London, I wasn't, even me coming, like moving in, I moved in with Pastor Kevin at 15, but it was something that, it was just, I got in trouble in the area and then I had to move out. So after I got in trouble and then I moved out of the area, I was meant to stay for 2 months, by the way, but then it just changed into like, my grandma just called me one day and said, you're just going to be here forever. And I wanted to, should I tell you what, because I saw something different. And then after that day, I just transformed my life. I think I started to see that I could actually become something in life. And when I was in the area that I was from, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I was trying to be a footballer. I tried the music route, didn't work out for a bit, but we tried.
Wow.
We tried
I love it. And
but
can I
it
get
worked.
that picture back on the screen with him in the suit and the green car? Can we get a round of applause for this picture, please? This is not the same person from the first picture. Absolutely not. This is not the same person. Keep clapping. And he didn't mention he's also one of the founder of The
Yes.
Choice.
So I'm the founder of The Choice, which is a youth club for 16 to 19-year-olds. We are established in 3 schools at the moment, and our purpose is to help people that are 16 to 19 trying to get jobs, work experience, trying to look for leadership and mentorship and connect them with leaders in their industry. That's the whole point of it. So we did have our first event at City of Westminster. We collaborated with Limitless.
And what you've just described to me, you've basically come from being a boy from South London, kind of lost, trying to find your feet, getting in trouble, and you've come and you've emerged as a leader for your generation amongst your age mates. And that's incredible. And these 2 stories are just a snippet. And we're going to keep doing these segments in all our services because picking new people every time, because like I said at the start, every single person has a really powerful story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, lovers and inspirers. Thank you. So, my name is Pastor Precious, and I am 22 years old. And I'm going to give you a little background about me. So, I actually came to something like this when I was 15 years old. I grew up in Croydon, and if you're from Croydon, you know that it's a very, very scary place. So one thing that was actually going on in Croydon at the time in 2018 was that there was actually a lot of knife crime. And a lot of people in my school, in my area, were lost to knife crime and to jail and to those kind of things. And I didn't really have a way to express myself. So I just started writing, and it turns out that I was really good at writing poetry. Now, today's title is The Light in You. And this poem is called Freedom, but I just wanted to talk about freedom as a light before I just get into it, because darkness is actually fear. Like when you fear something, it makes you don't see a way out of it. But freedom is actually light, because you now are able to express yourself. You're now able to see what is actually inside of you. And I think the most important thing for anybody is to understand, thank you. I think the most important thing for anybody is to understand that each and every single person actually has light inside of them. But you have to be free to actually be able to see that. You have to be free from people's opinions. You have to be free from what people think of you. You have to be free enough to know that inside of you, you have light, and there's no fear that can stop you from bringing out that light. So, as I said, this title/speech is called Freedom, and I'm just going to read it to you and say, today I want to talk about freedom. But before we embrace her, we must address what keeps us from her. We must confront the blockades in our lives. When we are born free. No fear, anger, confusion, or jealousy. Free from the weight of opinions, from all that could be. But as we grow, we become less free. Stronger, yet more enslaved by our emotions. Life's sufferings gave us more to feel. Yet freedom isn't a feeling, she's an expression. And we must manifest her until she becomes real. We must forget our own past and remember the past that shaped us, the past that forms our current body today. But freedom, like a potter to clay, ensures we are molded the perfect way. Freedom shapes the future as she did for Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, held captive by the apartheid's racial segregation with every reason to fear. Despite his incarceration in 1962, he led the black race to liberty, not just from the apartheid, but from the belief that physical bars don't mean your mind is free. In his fight for freedom, Martin Luther King Jr. went to jail nearly 30 times for his people's freedom and some petty crimes, so free that his memory lives on even though he was shot and died. Bondage silences us when society goes wrong, but freedom is a voice on the mountain projecting her song. She calls to the incarcerated, showing them the way, hoping that they will find the light one day. Freedom is not gentle, she is angry too. When we fall under the bondages of self, instead of changing our minds and walking in truth. And there will always be those trying to take your freedom away. King Jaja of Opobo in Nigeria, a victim of the British regime. They flaunted their power, they showed no remorse. They violently tried to erase his history by force. From 1871, King Jaja monopolized the palm oil trade, becoming the most influential trader as king of his community. But in 1884, the British exiled him to the West Indies, successfully taking his freedom away. In our present now, as we create history, freedom is a heavy burden we must carry. For a generation to feel freedom's impact, many of us must serve until death. We are called to be slaves to a generation needing liberation more than we need the freedom of our youth. We all desire to be free, and I don't think I desire it more than you. We know we are free. When purpose leads our feet, we no longer question where to go. We stand as the people we were created to be, like our ancestors, rather than what we know. I know I am free today because I let vision take control. Freedom never says no. If you dream of Africa, you shall go. If you dream to heal poverty, freedom won't object. In each generation, those of us shackled to purpose will free everyone in captivity from the shackles of death and fear. Fear is called death. Thank you for listening.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. You know, I've noticed we don't say L-I like how we used to, so I'm going to say Lovers and Inspirers, and I want to hear that, yeah? Lovers and Inspirers, are we in the building? Lovers and Inspirers, are we in the building? Thank you, thank you. Okay, I am Pastor Zainab. I'm just going to give a word charge today, just to kind of briefly tell my story, but also talk to you guys about why we do what we do and the importance of it. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to give you guys one scripture as well. Sorry, can you put it down a bit? Okay, thank you. So, as you know, my name is Zainab. That's a Muslim name. I come from a Muslim background. I grew up with a family who dealt with a lot of issues in terms of financially, in terms of poverty, and just in terms of having issues where we just never get along or understood each other. I remember the days where I would literally put a knife in my stomach towards my mom and tell her, I'm going to kill myself if she doesn't stop fighting me. I remember the days where me and my dad would always fight and always argue. Why? Because we just never got along. We never understood each other. I was known as the bad girl, or the one that's always talking, or the one that's always mouthy in the house, but they just didn't understand where I was coming from or who I was. I also had a lot of suicidal thoughts. You see, suicide is something that a lot of us say, and it sounds like it's just another saying, but it's actually a real thing. It's a thing where you're in a dark place in your mind where no one else can see it but yourself, and having to deal with that. and thinking that there's no one to help you, there's no one to save you, there's no one to tell you, look, wherever you're going through mentally, I can help you. You see, I was not a religious person like that. I didn't really understand it. I felt like it was just full of so many do's and don'ts and just telling people, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. And imagine coming from a Muslim background, there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're a Muslim, I'm not going against it, but it just wasn't for me. I just didn't understand it. I was looking for something more. I wanted to know, why was I here in the first place? There's a time in our lives where we have an identity crisis, where we start to ask ourselves, why was I even here? What's my purpose? What am I doing here? And when you don't know the answer, you end up thinking, should I even be here? So that's the place I was, and that's what I dealt with for a very long time. I even smoked weed, like Pastor Maddie said. I was actually, smoking weed for me was very regular as well. You see you smiling over there. I did that, yeah. I did it in year 9 or whatever, because I always wanted to escape the real world. You see, people that take weed and all these things, it's just to escape the real world, because you can't face it. You can't face the reality, so you do whatever it takes to hide. You do whatever it takes to cover the real you. I went to school happy. I went to school like I was in the best place, but go home and cry afterwards. But fast forward now, I'm just going to tell you guys how. You see, Loves Inspirers is part of a nation called SPAC Nation, a bigger family, a bigger community, and we are basically another root, another birth, and another growth from that place. And what we do is we're trying to follow the same template. Why I say it's important is because when I joined the nation, I joined at the age of 19. Age of 19. Some of you guys came here when you were 16, and Amina and Michelle and all these guys, and I always say, you guys are lucky. Because imagine how much mental damage I had all the way up to 19. When I came to the nation, it was through Reverend Dapo, who is Pastor Toby's older brother. I came through them, and I joined the nation, and I met leadership, which is Pastor Mariam in the Love House. I know Love House family's here today. I can't hear you guys. I know you guys are here today. Come on, guys. What are you saying, though? Thank you. Thank you. You see, being part of Love House for me was a massive milestone. You see, I've been in the nation for 8 years. It took me only since last year to find the right leadership, the right leader that's able within 12 months to take me from, okay, do photography to, here's a platform called The W, recruit over 100 photographers and give them opportunities. To, you want to be a photographer. You see, some photographers, it takes them 10 years to even have an agency. I'm under Revolt Agency, being able to have only 1 year of experience and be able to operate in an agency that gives me jobs. Come on, guys. It's about platform. We don't operate the way the system does. We're not telling you, Sandy, to do whatever you need to do for 10 years. We're telling you, do it now. Do it now. What? Through leadership. Through leadership. So I don't go off guard, what I'm going to keep saying is, not even just that, it's just the fact that sometimes it's like you want to know why you're here and what you are doing, and we are inviting you to Love Inspires, not just to sit down and warm up a seat. Can you read my scripture for me, and then I'll round up with that scripture?
Nehemiah chapter 2 from verse 17 in the Message.
Yeah. Before I even go to that part, I want to also emphasize why leadership in this house is important for us, because you might think you can get somewhere by yourself. Listen, right now, I'm in a company that does a lot of campaigns for Prada, LV, all these brands that you guys look at. When you're going to Knightsbridge and you're seeing the campaigns, I'm in that company. How? Through leadership. Through having a platform that allows you to say, no, look, you may be in a place where you've only had less than a year, but through leadership telling you, do this and do that. Pastor Mariam doesn't know how to operate a camera. She doesn't need to. If she wants to, she can, but she doesn't need to. So don't look at your leaders in front of you and think that, oh, they don't know anything. Trust me, you'll be surprised. It's the word that guides us. It's the word that leads us. You're thinking, what's the word? What we are speaking, what I'm saying is the word. What we hear daily on a regular basis from our leaders, Apostle Toby, is the word. Read the scripture one more time, and then I'll round up.
Come, let's build the wall of Jerusalem and not live with this disgrace any longer. I told them how God was supporting me and how the king was backing me up. They said, we're with you. Let's get started.
I'm just going to highlight these two things, and I'm going to round up. It says here, come, let's build. What were we saying to Toma? Toma was saying, come, let's build. Let's build Loves and Inspirers. You see, when you like to do your videos, speak to Apostle Goodness, join the social media team. Come, let's build. Sandy, you're here today, right? You got invited by Amina. I hope I said his name right. Did I say his name right? Okay, thank you. Sorry. But you're here today. You're just sitting there, right? Yeah, you. Let me tell you something. There's something here for you to come and build. There's something for you to come and build. Let me tell you something. Your school is great. Do your school and do well. But the real solution is here. We are the house of solution. We are the house that will tell you what you need to do. Come, let's build. And the last part, it says, they said, we're with you. Let's get started. They rolled up their sleeves ready for the good work. Toma, you brought a +1, right? Let's round of applause for that. Do you know? Hey, hi. Hello. Nice to see you. Do you know what you're doing? You're rolling up your sleeve and you're saying, let's do it. That's what you're doing today. So you were thinking, okay, how do I get involved? How do I do Loves Inspirers? What is it? It's more than a church. Wherever you want to see it, it will be. We are not telling you to come and warm up a seat. We're telling you, come and let's build. Come, roll up your sleeve. Invite a friend. The campaign to a +1 starts from today. Our next service on the 3rd of February is next week, Monday. Bring your +1. That's you rolling up your sleeve saying, I'm part of this. That's you rolling up your sleeve saying, I choose to build. Thank you all.
Good evening, everyone. So I don't know if any of you were here last week, but we're just going to go into a brief time of worship, how we did before. So you are more than welcome to join in. You can bow your head, you can close your eyes, you can stand up. We'll have the lyrics on the screen, hopefully, so you can sing along. And if you do know it, do sing along. But just take the time to meditate, think, reflect, and enjoy. Sky spin their dance within your breath. Time runs its race within your hands. My mind runs wild to comprehend, but no man on earth could understand. Sky spin their dance within your breath. Time runs its race within your hands. My mind runs wild to comprehend, but no man on earth could understand. Your ways are higher, your thoughts are wilder. Love came like madness, poured out in blood-washed romance. It makes no sense, but this is grace. And I know you're with me in this place, here now, All I know is I know that you are here now. Still my heart, let your voice be all I hear.
your way. 'Cause I know that you are here now. Heart and soul, Lord, I know that you are here now. Fix my eyes on the things that I can't see now. And what I see, is the glory of your name. Oh, say I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation, and I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be sing. I will build my life. I will build my life. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not be sing. I will build my life. I will build on your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone. And I will not be shaken.
Thank you, Music Nation. Lovers and Inspirers, are we in the building tonight? No, guys. Lovers and Inspirers, are we in the building tonight? Let me hear the energy. That's right. You may take your seats. L.I. Wow. For some of you that's here, that's new, what does L.I. stand for? It's simply Lovers and Inspirers, the community that we're building us together as a family, as a people united. That's what Lovers and Inspirers is. How long have we been doing this for? We've been doing this for about 7 months now. But we've been doing this for about 7 months now. But let me get into it. Let me greet everybody that's watching online tonight. I greet the leadership of this house, this family. I greet the assistant pastor, Pastor Obi. I greet our senior pastor, Pastor Sam. Of course, I greet our mother and our father, Pastor Lucy and Pastor Toby. Thank you. And I greet all the leaders that are in here tonight. We've got Pastor Faye in the building. We've got Pastor Kevin in the building. We've got Pastor Kim in the building. We've got Pastor Ray in the building. We've got Pastor Onyeka in the building. We've got Pastor Nini in the building, of course. Thank you. Tonight, I want to have a conversation with each and every single one of you here. And I just want to share with you some of the thoughts that's been going through my mind over these last few days. Recently, or since last week, Thursday, Pastor Toby's been on the topic of light. And today, the service is actually titled The Light in You. So, yesterday, PT made mention that people in darkness cannot take out people out of darkness. So after hearing that, I began to think about my own life as well, where I started from, where I came from. I grew up in South London, Brixton. I grew up in a single-parent household. I grew up with just my dad. And I also, I grew up in a single-parent household. I grew up with just my dad. I had no hopes, no prospect. I didn't know what I wanted to be in life. In fact, I didn't think that my life would become anything. But then after encountering this family, then that's when my life began to change. When I grew up, the only way that I was taught how to make money was from crime. I wasn't taught no other way to make money at all. So that's just an example of darkness. Somebody that's been in darkness. Somebody that didn't know what they want in life. The environment I grew up in couldn't show me anything. It couldn't teach me anything. In fact, all that it showed me was darkness. So what happens? I became a product of my environment. I became a product of darkness. So I got myself involved in all manner of activities, all manner of things growing up. So from there, all that showed me, all life showed me was limitations. All my society showed me, all my community showed me was how to be limited. It didn't show me how to become prosperous. It didn't show me of how to become anyone in life. It just showed me how to be limited in life. And then that's all I was showed. But then tonight I actually want to introduce to you the conversation called purpose, the conversation called light. And that's something that each and every single one of you has in you. The thing that you're looking for in life, the thing that's within you, that will allow you to become the person that you're set out to become. Scriptures will begin to say, before I formed you, I knew you. What is scriptures talking about? Simply, scriptures are speaking about that purpose that is within you. That's what scriptures is talking about. The purpose that is within you, that's what scriptures is saying. Before I formed you, I knew you. Please, you can go to my first scripture.
Matthew 5 from verse 14 in the NIV. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden.
Read it again.
You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden.
It says a town built on a hill cannot be hidden. What is it speaking about? It's speaking about that light that is within you. That light that's within you that cannot be hidden. That light called purpose that's within you that needs to shine bright. But how do you shine that purpose? How do you shine that light bright? The only way for you to shine that light bright is by encountering more light. And what is this environment? What is this house? This house is just a house filled with people with light. People of light, that's what this house is. People that have encountered their purpose, that they know that people that have encountered their purpose, and through purpose they become light. Through purpose they've been able to achieve many things. They've been able to go on in life to establish many businesses, many communities. That's the light that was shining bright. So growing up, my society didn't teach me how to become anyone. It just kept me in darkness. All I knew was darkness. I was a product of darkness. But after meeting this house in 2017, that's when I started encountering my light called purpose. If it wasn't for me in this family, if it wasn't for me in this house, I will still be doing the same thing that I was doing back before. All the same activities that I was involved in, from doing fraud, from doing all the things that I was doing, I'll still be doing it right now if I didn't encounter my purpose. If I didn't encounter this house, I'll still be the same man that I was 8 years ago. But then after encountering this house, my life began to change. I found my purpose. So tonight, what are we doing? What am I doing? I'm introducing you to the conversation called light. That light that is within you called purpose. That light that needs to shine bright. If you don't shine that light bright, what would happen? What would happen if we turn off this whole? What would happen if we turn off the lights in this room right now? Would you be able to see? You won't be able to see. So that's the same thing that I'm talking about. That light that's within you that needs to shine bright. If you shine that light bright, people naturally gravitate towards you. My brother, Jacko, you wanna do martial arts, but that means that you're just a light within that martial art field. What happens now if you begin to shine that light bright? People will gravitate towards you. Every young person that want to get into what you're doing will slowly start gravitating towards what you're doing as well. But you're just a light, and what you need to do as a light, you need to shine bright. And in this community, what are we doing? We're shining bright. We're bringing light together. We're bringing light together and we're making it shine bright. I told you about my life. I didn't grow up in a perfect household. I didn't grow up with a perfect family. I didn't grow up in a perfect environment at all. I grew up in South London, Brixton. Everything that you've heard about South London, Brixton, everything that you heard about South London as a whole is 100% true. 100% true. There's no gimmicks to South London. For some of you that grew up in South London, you know what I'm talking about. For some of you that's from South London, you 100% know what I'm talking about. But that's just to say that that's what I was shown. I wasn't shown nothing else. I wasn't shown how to be light. I wasn't shown what it means to be the light of the world. I wasn't shown what it means for my light to shine bright. If I was shown from an early age what it means for my light to shine bright, I would have not got myself involved in all the things that I did. From the age of 16, what did I want to do? I went on a quest to make money. I wanted to learn how to make money. I was so hungry. I was so hungry in learning how to make money, and it led me down many pathways that I don't even want to get into. But that's what it showed me. That's what my community exposed me to. Darkness, and I became a product of darkness. But in this house, we're just a product of light. So every single person sat in here today, you're just a product of light. But what needs to happen as light? You need to shine bright. If you don't shine bright, what would happen? No one will be able to see that you're light. People will always gravitate towards you if you're light. Why? Because you're a solution that they've been looking for. There's many people that's going through battles today in here, but they don't know how to solve these battles. But those battles that you're going through is just the example. Those battles that you're going through is what's needed for your light to shine. Those battles that you're going through is what will show and what will prove that you're actually light. If you don't go through those battles, if you don't go through those obstacles, no one will know that you're light. How would I know? Why would people gravitate towards me? Because I'm a solution carrier. Because I've gone through many battles. I've gone through many tests. I'm from the ends as well. I'm from the same community that we're all from. Funny enough, the only difference is that I'm from South London. You may be from East, you may be from West, but we're all from the same we're all from the same community. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. We all grew up with the same thing. We all went through the same challenges. But the only difference is that I encountered this house. I became light. So if you want to be light, if you believe that you've been called out to be if you believe that you've been called out to be someone strong, if you believe that you've been called out to be someone prosperous, if you believe that you've been called out for a reason, you've been put in this world for a reason, what is that reason? Before I came into this house, before I came into this family, before I came into this community, I used to ask myself all manner of questions. Like, why was I put in this world? What's my purpose? What's my objective? What's my role in life? I was confused. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what pathway I wanted to go down. But encountering this family allowed me to see what pathway I wanted to go down. It allowed me to understand how much of a light that I am, how much of a solution carrier that I am. And that's what happened. That's what I'm saying each and every single one of you are. But you just have to locate that purpose within you. You're currently searching, thinking that, if I want to become somebody in life, I need to look outside. No. The first place that you need to look in is actually within you. Everything that you're looking for starts inside of you. The things that you want to create is first from you. It's first from your thoughts, from your mind. So if you start looking within you, if you start asking yourself the questions, and you start deeply thinking about where do you see yourself in a few years from now, what will happen is that you will begin to gravitate to those people that have been set in your life. Those people that have been placed in your life. Those people that are in your life for a reason. Read my next scripture, please.
Psalms 119 from verse 130. The unfolding of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple.
Can you give me the definition of light, please?
Light definition. Something that makes vision possible.
Something that makes vision possible. So like I gave you the example earlier, if you turn off the lights in this room today, you won't be able to see. So what is vision? So what is light then? Light is what allows you to see. So when scriptures begin to speak about the unfolding of your words, read it again for me.
The unfolding of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple.
So when scriptures begin to say that, all scriptures is saying is that when you encounter vision, what does it do? It leads you to the pathway that you need to go down. It leads you to the pathway called leadership. It leads you to the pathway that God has always set out for you. But there's always going to be many challenges in life. There's always going to be many battles. But those battles that are there is just to prove that you're light. It's just to prove that the calling that's been set all over your life. From the beginning, God knew who you were. God had a vision for you. God has a purpose for you. But what happens if you don't encounter that vision? What happens if you don't fulfill that vision? You just remain in darkness. And I know that there's many people in here that don't want to be in darkness anymore. In fact, you've tried to do life your own way. You've tried to go through life. You've tried to go through life through your own way. You've tried to go through many obstacles your own. You've tried to go through life your own way and your pathway, and it hasn't worked out. But simply, all we're saying tonight is that I'm calling you to be light. I'm allowing you to locate that light that is within you. That light called purpose. What does it mean to fulfill your purpose? All simply it means to fulfill. What it means to simply to fulfill your purpose is to become somebody of substance in life, somebody that people can look up to. There's something in you that you know that you want to create, but you haven't located yet. You're still asking yourself all manner of questions. How do I locate this? Where can I locate this? It starts in you. Everything that you're looking for is within you. Nothing comes from the outside. Nothing actually comes from the outside. Everything starts within you. So our community has always subjected us to darkness. For many years, there are people in here that have been trying to rise. There's people in here that's been trying to come out of the ends. There's people in here that's been trying to become light. But they don't know how to. They don't know how to become that solution. You're that solution. I'm introducing you to the solution called light. I'm introducing you to the solution that your parents, your family is looking for. That is within you. That is you. You are the solution that your family has been looking for. You are the answer that your family has been looking for. But simply all your family has been waiting, all society has been waiting, all your life is for you to rise. I didn't grow up in a perfect background. I didn't grow up in a perfect community. I didn't grow up in a perfect household. I grew up in a dark place. You grew up in ATL. On Friday, you began to tell me about all the things that you were doing in America. You began to tell me about all the things that you were doing in America and all the activities that you carried out. But that's an example of darkness. So what are you doing right now? What are we? We are a house of light. So right now, you're filled with, right now, as you're sat there, you're sat around people of light. So what happens when lights come together? What happens when two lights come together? You become a brighter light. So when scriptures begin to speak about how let your light stand on let your light shine on please read the first scripture again.
You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden.
When scriptures begin to speak about how a town built on a hill cannot be hidden, all scriptures is saying is that Femi, you cannot be hidden. You cannot be hidden. Why can you not be hidden? Because you are light. Light needs to be shine. What happens if you were to bring out flame today, and if you were to try to cover that flame will begin to dwindle. That flame will begin to go down. But I'm saying tonight that you're the light that ATL has been looking for. You're the light that your family has been looking for. You just need to shine bright. So right now, what you're doing, all you're doing is that you're rubbing yourself around more light. What happens when you rub yourself around more light? You become a brighter light. The light that your family has been looking for. The light to light your pathway. That light. That's what you are. All your life you've been searching for that light, but that light is within you. It's called purpose. Locate your purpose. So tonight, all I'm doing is I'm helping people to locate their purpose. That purpose that is within them. That purpose that is within them. Scriptures will begin to speak about how your words guide my feet. Your words is like a lamp to my feet. What is it? What is that saying? It's saying it simply that without the words of this, without the words of leadership, without the words of vision, you cannot see. Can you see? If we turn off this light today, you won't be able to see. If all the street lights went off and we said walk, if your eyes were covered, would you be able to see? If there was a blind over your eyes, would you be able to see? But that's the perspective that our community showed us. That's the perspective, that's the eyes, that's the lens that our environment showed us. That's the lens that our community gave us growing up. So simply, I'm introducing you to a new lens. Come and see from a better perspective. Come and see from a better perspective called light. Come and see from a better perspective called vision. I'm not perfect. I didn't come from the perfect background. I didn't come from a perfect environment. I didn't come from a perfect community. But what allowed me to become perfect, or what allows you to be perfect, is that you've understood that there's a calling over your life that needs to be fulfilled. There's a light in you that needs to shine bright. There's a light in you that needs to be seen. There's a light in you that can't be hidden anymore. So if you're bringing your friend tomorrow to today, all you're simply doing is you're bringing them to light, a company of light. So you're saying you're a light that needs to shine. And when you bring more light into this, when you bring your friend into this, you're just shining your light even more. That's all you're doing. Everyone wants to be great, but greatness is a choice. Everybody wants to be great, but greatness is a choice. Being a light is also a choice also. Being a solution carrier is also a choice also. Fulfilling purpose is also a choice also. But the question will always remain, are you ready to fulfill your purpose? Are you ready to be light? Are you ready for the light that your community needs to see? Are you ready to be that person that your community needs you to be? Are you ready to be that person that your family, your household has been looking for? The solution that your family has been looking for, the solution that your environment has been looking for. Are you ready to be that person? Are you ready? So if Music Nation, if you can begin to help me. Simply, there's many people in here that I know that want to be light. There's many people in here that I know that they've been called to be far greater. But they don't know how to accomplish that. They don't know how to locate that light within you. They're still struggling in terms of how to locate that light. You're still asking yourself all manner of questions. You've gone through life your own way. You've tried to do life your own way, and it hasn't worked out. You've gone through the valley of called disappointment. And what is that? That you've tried to do life your own way and it hasn't worked out. That's the valley of disappointment. But all I'm saying is that welcome. You can become light today. You can become that light that your community needs you to be. You can become that light that your environment needs you to be, your family needs you to be, your society has been looking for, that light that is within you that needs to shine bright. Your light is a lamp to my feet. Your light is a lamp to my feet. Your light is a lamp to my feet. So what is that light that you're looking for? Leadership. We're a house of leadership. If you want to find leadership, what does leadership look like? Somebody that can help you. Somebody that can take you from the place that you currently are in life to a better place. Somebody that can take you from the place that you currently are in life to a better place. We were not perfect. We all grew up in difficult households. We all grew up in difficult communities, different environments. But what makes us perfect, what makes us unique, what makes us work, what makes us become light is the fact that we located our purpose in us. And there's many of you that want to locate your purpose. There's many of you that are still struggling to find your purpose, but you know that you've been called to be far greater. I'm here to introduce you to that thing called light, that thing called purpose that's within you, that needs to shine bright. If you know you're that person, if I can get a few of the leaders to help me at the front. If you know you're that person that needs to shine bright, if you know you're the light that needs to shine bright, you can begin to make your way forward. You've gone through the valley of disappointment. Things have not worked things have not gone the way you wanted it to go to. Your life hasn't gone the way you wanted it to go to. You've gone through all manner of things in life. Your families. Your family that you grew up in is not the family that you think. But I'm introducing you to the thing called light. I'm introducing you to light. The situations that you're going through right now, the things that you've been through, from your family, from your upbringing, from your rising, it's all made you who you are today. But I'm telling you that you're not that person that your society needs you to. You're not that person that your society has shaped you to be. You're better than that. You're not that person that your society wants you to be, that your household wants you to be. You're better than that person. You're bigger than that person. Every difficulty, every challenge that you've been through is set you up for today. It's set you up for you to find that person within you, that locate that light in you. You're still struggling in life. You're still struggling. You're still battling yourself. You're still battling yourself. You know that you've been called to be greater. You know that you've been called to do more in life, but you don't know how to. Locate the light in you. I'm helping you to locate that light in you. There's many challenges that you're facing. You're going through the valley of disappointment, and things are not working the way you want it to work, locate light. This is a house of light. This is a family of light. This is a community of light. There's light. There's substance here. There's substance here. This is what you've been looking for. The things that you've been going through, your relationship, your family, it's not worked out. Everything hasn't worked out. Your community has let you down. Your boys have let you down. Your brothers have let you down. They've turned on you many times. But I'm telling you, what you're looking for is light. What you're looking for is that purpose within you that needs to be found. If you locate that purpose, you become far greater. You'll be able to shine. Everything has let you down. Your community, your society, your brothers, your family has let you down. You've gone through the valley of disappointment. Everything. Things are not working the way you want it to. Things are not working the way you want it to. You know you can be better in life. You know you've been called out for more. You've been set to be more. But you don't know how to locate that light. You're still struggling to locate that purpose. That purpose within you. You know that you're somebody that's still fighting. You're still sat in your seat. You're fighting with yourself. You're saying, nah, man, he's not talking to me. Nah, this is not me. But you know the words have resonated with you. You know the words have hit you tonight. But you know the ends have taught us the ends have shown us to be prideful. I'm telling you, drop your pride. Forget about your pride. Forget about your pride. Forget about everything outside. Locate that light. Our society has taught us to be prideful. Our society has taught us that nah, you don't need this. The society is saying to you, you can do it your own way. I'm telling you, the more you rub your shoulders with light, the more you rub around light, what happens? You become a far greater light. You can become a bigger substance of light. You become a bigger substance of light. Your light needs to be seen. There's people in your life that are waiting for you to rise. Your brothers, your siblings, your sisters, everybody, your cousins, they're waiting for you to shine. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to rise. I'm going to keep making this call. There's 2 more minutes. There's still people in here that are fighting themselves. There's still people in here that are fighting their pride. There's still people in here that know that they should be, they want to join this community. They want to join this family. They want to locate that light in them. They want to locate their purpose. They're struggling. But their pride is not letting them. Drop your pride. Drop your pride. Drop your pride. You're called to be better. You're called to be better. 1 more minute, leaders. Get to know these people. Get to know these people. These are lights that need to be shone. These are lights. These are lights. These are the lights for their community. These are the people that their community has been looking for. These are the light that their community has been looking for. 1 more minute, leaders. 1 more minute.
Wow, what a service. Whoa, lovers and inspirers. Lovers and inspirers. Thank you, lovers and inspirers. Thank you all for coming today. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you stay connected with everybody around you. Just bring up the QR code again, please, as a reminder for our service next week, Monday. There is a barcode that will show up on the screen. Of course, if you're struggling to scan it, do speak to anybody that you see here, whether they're at the front or, anyone literally that may be part of this. They can help you sign up. Remember our campaign of +1. Can I hear +1? Yeah, thank you. Make sure you bring your +1. Terma, well done for being a great example today. I know we can all do that. If you do want to join our community WhatsApp chat, which is what we do have, where we update you with everything that's going on, from events to, you know, things that we do outside of Monday as well, please feel free to speak to anyone at the front, and they will definitely get you plugged in. Please, there's food at the back. Connect, enjoy yourself. Service is over. Thank you.